Guess what? We spoke to Ali Selim, the director of the brand new Marvel series Secret Invasion. Check it out. First of all, congratulations from the show. We've seen the first two episodes and absolutely love it. It just feels really refreshing. But I was wondering if you could talk to me about what was on your mood board when you were making this. Like, I was getting obviously body snatches, but also a little bit of V, some Captain Scarlet, Mission Impossible. Am I on the
Oh,
right track?
I think it's a really good question, but I'm much older than that, and I go back way further. I was really interested in the scripts. Sort of provided inspiration for the show to be about issues of trust and paranoia and suspicion, and that takes me back to classic noir films like The Third Man, which I love and study, and The Conversation, Coppola's Conversation, and even Alan Pakula's Paranoia trilogy, Clute, The Parallax View,
Yeah.
even All the President's Men. I always refer back to those movies because I think they're a film school in and of themselves. There's a part of the series, I don't think it's a spoiler alert. I think you got a hint of it in episode 2 where Nick Fury is realizing that this is his own battle to fight. And I
Yes.
think there's an evolution of Nick Fury as he regains his mojo throughout the series that takes on sort of a classic American Western character. And so we also looked at The Searchers, a lot of John Ford stuff, and Unforgiven. So my mood board went to classic noir and classic Western and less current sci-fi-ish things like that.
Very cool. You're making me want to go back and watch all of those now because I can see it. Yes, you're absolutely right. Um,
We'll do
Tell
it
me this, like,
together.
so yes, please.
Yeah.
We've only seen the first two episodes, obviously, but I was reminded a little bit of what Lucasfilm did with Andor uh, in your series, and I say that in the best possible way. But I was curious with Andor. It felt like there was this line of, "Hey, make a Star Wars series without Jedi's," and I was wondering, was there a rule, no capes?
No, there wasn't a rule, but it is clearly a story that we are brought into by Nick Fury, who's a human being, and we're introduced to his current day struggle, which is having survived the blip, which was very disorienting for him, aging, losing his mojo a little bit. And so he brings us into the story as a human being with his feet on the ground who needs to find his footing again. And there was really very little need for anybody to fly. The Avengers are not part of this story for him. He's fighting this battle on his own. So I guess the rule was Nick Fury can't fly, so we're going to keep his feet on the ground. And that was
Very cool.
really the only rule. And I think it becomes a really interesting story about a man's internal journey as much as the journey to vanquish the villain.
It's very, very cool. That conversation between Rhodey and Fury at the end of episode 2 had me just very, very excited. I thought that was brilliant. I'm all out of time. Thank you so much. But very quickly, in 10 seconds, the look of Moscow, and this took me aback because every time I see an American movie, Russia always looks so grim, and Moscow looked normal, which was fantastic, which was great. We don't see that much.
Well, I mean, I think it's a very wealthy place, and I think it looks very much like classic European architecture, and no
Right.
reason to make a political statement by shooting in the slums. But I have a question for you. Was the refreshing part of the show for you when Sonya cut the Skrull's finger off, or what was refreshing? I'm just kidding. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you so much, Ali. Thank you.
One last fight.
Watch Secret Invasion when it drops on Disney Plus and Disney Plus Hotstar Wednesday, June 21st. Let us know what you think. Sound off in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching.